Good morning from my bedroom floor. If I don't even know if this is focusing, but if I look rough, it's because my flight landed at 1:30 in the morning, and I didn't get home until like 3:30. Didn't get to bed until like 4. And it is currently, what time is it currently? I forgot to put on my watch. It's currently, hello, 11:30 a.m. This was like as much as I could force myself to sleep in, because like usually the day after a flight that gets in that late, I am just like, I count the whole day out. I'm like, I will sleep and I will eat, and that is essentially what I do. Maybe I'll shower. You can't tell, I did not shower. I didn't wash my hair. Obviously, like, I've been on the plane, like I'm gonna do something, but like I didn't take like the everything shower that I usually have, because I want my hair to be like fresh for work tomorrow. So I take night showers and when I want to wash my hair, and it's like a whole thing. Anyway, usually that's like what this day is reserved for. However, I go back to work tomorrow, if you didn't catch that. Why is it unfocusing? Just does not like me. Okay. Oh, that's lighting. Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow. So I desperately need to go grocery shopping because I cleared out all the food in my apartment before I left for the holidays. So yeah, I need to go grocery shopping before tomorrow and need to put gas in my car. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get Snowmageddon again this year. Last year, literally, we got a week off from school because of Snowmageddon, and nightmare for my unit pacing, absolute nightmare, and would be even worse for like, I don't want to get too into detail about like what I do at my teaching job currently, but let's just say it would be even worse for pacing this with what we got going on this year. But I would love another Snowmageddon week, or even just a Snowmageddon day, to just like readjust, because let me tell you, this ain't it. I plan to go grocery shopping, get my mail that I did not get on the way in last night, and eventually take a shower, like an everything shower, and then sleep most of the day. Like that is what is on deck. So yeah, I am not gonna be very productive today, but I have to get a few things done, and I thought, why not kick off a vlog? We're gonna start trying to do that this year. So we're vlogging, and I am gonna go to the grocery store. I'm not gonna vlog there because I don't do that. So not a vlogger. Like I tried for this to be a vlog channel when I first made it 11, 12 years ago. I'm not quite a vlogger, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can have two niches, if I can have a writing channel and a vlog channel. That's the same channel because I refused to make a second channel. I'm gonna see if I can do this because I think it'd be fun. Okay. Hi, welcome to my living room floor. I keep doing this on the floor. Okay, so we are gonna be unboxing stuff, I guess, because I had some packages delivered and I thought it'd be fun to go through them. I don't know why. I keep buying things from TikTok shop. I used to very proudly say that I would never buy from the TikTok shop. Then I bought a skirt last year. Then I bought my teacher bag from there. And then I kept finding stuff I wanted. So this is actually, this is from Glit Balm. Or I don't remember the name of the company, but the product is called Glit Balm. I'm assuming because the outer package is silver, so of the two things I ordered from TikTok shop, it most likely is the Glit Balm. Coupon. Yep, it's the Glit Balm. Okay. Put that aside. So I got some Glit Balm because it looks really pretty in all the ads, and I wanted to try it, and I thought I could wear it to my birthday party. I thought it would be really cute with the outfit, which I will show you guys, because it's hopefully in this Amazon box that's here. But yeah, so I got my Glit Balm. This is the other thing I got from TikTok shop. It is a bottle cleaner brush that has like all these different functions, and I have a Hydro Flask cup that I bring to work every day, and I feel like I would like to clean it more intensely than, yeah, I got the viral bottle brush that I kept getting advertised. I'll leave that in the packaging for now. All right, Amazon. Okay, apparently there's something flammable in here. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. I was like, what did I order that was flammable? All right, these are knockoff AirPods. I wanted to see if I liked AirPods or like the idea of AirPods before I like fully invested in AirPods. So I got these, like, I think they were like $15, just to like use at the gym, see if I like them. This goes with something else in this box. See if you can guess. But it's a necklace. What is this? Oh, this is a bike lock, like a little teeny tiny one, because I have a cabinet in my classroom that it has a lock on it, but nobody ever gave me the key to lock it. And I've been told that key doesn't exist or hasn't in years, probably longer than I've been teaching. So I got a little bike lock with the key on it, because my dad gave me a bike lock, but he went into my classroom and was like, okay, yeah, actually what I gave you is not gonna work. So cool. And so I just got this teeny tiny one so I can lock that cabinet. It says 30, flirty, and thriving. So you could maybe guess what the butterfly necklace was for now. And then I got this other, I got a crown because I wanted something to wear to work, and I feel like teaching high school, I don't really want to wear something that says 30, flirty, and thriving. Not only because the kids wouldn't get the reference, but like, why am I advertising that I'm flirty to kids? That's, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. So I got this crown that just has the number 30 on it. And then I got, it came with a sash that says 30 and fabulous, which I won't unwrap that one yet. But that's a little more work appropriate, I feel like. Okay. And then, can anybody guess what the last thing in this box is? Because, listen, okay, this is the last time, with the crown and the sashes, I'm the first person in my friend group to turn 30. So those I can pass down throughout the friend group. This, I feel like my other friends, this is not quite their style. So this is the last year that I'm allowing myself to buy something that I can only wear for the occasion of this. Because I don't have that kind of money to do that, but that didn't stop me for my other birthdays, or Halloween. But I'm like, this is the last time. Like, I'm going to, like, I can't not do this, but it's the last time I'm gonna do something like this. So it is the 13 going on 30 dress. Well, not the dress, it's the cheap Amazon rendition of the 13 going on 30 dress. But that is what I'm going to wear to my birthday party. If you hadn't guessed, I'm turning 30. If you had to ask me how I feel about turning 30, let's just say my students, my theater students, we were like voting on a movie to watch right before Thanksgiving. And because I was like the day before break, and they voted on Tick Tick Boom. And let me tell you, 3090 hits so much different when you are like on the cusp of turning 30. And then like that one scene in Swimming where like he is reaching for like the number 30 marker on the pool, and it's just like, I don't know how to explain that scene, but like when he's like reaching for the 30 marker and it like gets kind of slow motion a little bit, I'm like, I feel you, Jonathan Larson. And so yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm not like super like pressed about turning 30. It's just wild to me that I'm 30 because I don't feel, you know, I feel like, I'm still 22 sometimes. Not like, I don't know, just because I'm like, partly because I have autism, so I'm like not as socially developed as other people my age. I feel like I'm like a few years behind socially all the time. And it's just, I'm also very silly. And when I was a kid, like 30 was like not an age where you could be silly. But now that I'm like about to turn 30, I'm like, I don't care, I'm still gonna be silly. I'm always gonna be silly. So yeah, I'm not like pressed about it, but I am gonna have a really fun 30th birthday party, I've decided. Hello, why are we like randomly zooming out or defocusing, whatever? But yeah, I am gonna publish my second novel this year after I turn 30. I feel like I'm on the cusp of something, you know? This is gonna be the year that like, basically, My favorite Lemony Snicket quote, probably my favorite quote of all time. It's from, I want to say it's from the Carnivorous Carnival, where he says, there are times to stay put and what you won't come to you. And there are times to go out into the world and find such a thing for yourself. And that's my favorite quote. I had it on the door of my classroom, and then I moved classrooms. I had to scrape it off the door. I'm like, we're not doing that again. So I just put it on the wall, like printed it out in a laminated thing and put it on the wall. It's in my email signature at work. It's probably my favorite quote of all time. And last year, basically, with where I was in my life, I was like, I am just going to vibe and let God decide what comes to me and just vibe, because I thought at the beginning of last year when I was turning 29, I was like, I'm gonna move to Oregon this year. I am just like, I'm gonna get a job out there. I was planning to leave the job I was at, whether or not I went to Oregon or not. Like that was kind of set in stone, that I was planning to leave. I don't know if anybody caught on to that. I caught on to like the, what are they gonna do, fire me attitude I was in for like that entire school year. But yeah, I was ready to change workplaces. And but yeah, I was like planning to move to Oregon, and then like I wasn't finding jobs available, and then I met someone, and we don't need to talk about how that went. And during that decided, okay, maybe I'm not ready to leave Delaware, because one of my best friends got a job at the school I work at now, and one of my best friends already worked there, and another one got a job there, and I'm like, you know what, why don't I just stay here another year and see what happens, and I'm gonna work with them. And the amount of things that have happened to me since I made that decision, I'm just like, okay, I tried the first half of the Lemony Snicket quote. We're gonna try the second half now. This year, we're gonna go out into the world and find such a thing for ourselves. And so that is my plan for this year, is to be proactive in choosing my own destiny. And there's a whole nother package here that I forgot about. But that's how I feel about turning 30. Last thing in the stack is this envelope from Redbubble, which I was really hoping would get here before I left for the holidays, because it was supposed to arrive the day before I left, and then it didn't. It'd be fun to just kind of like put the stickers on my laptop together, so to speak. I'm gonna be making all the decisions, but you're gonna be watching me do it on the vlog. So yeah, let's get into it. So here's my laptop in its case. Looks kind of smudgy. It's fine. We're gonna cover this all with stickers. West Coast, Best Coast, with Washington, Oregon, and California, because those are like my favorite states. And we've got this little tarot card that says the author. We've got a little whale, a yellow whale with flowers, and this quote from Animal Crossing. It's from Katrina, and it says, remember that bad times are just times that are bad. I had this on my college laptop, but it was like in an Animal Crossing leaf, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get the exact same sticker. Let me do something a little bit different. So I got this, because it's just one of those things that it just hits sometimes. You know, like bad times are just times that are bad. I got a Good Burger sticker, obviously, and I got Live, Love, Grimace. I actually had Live, Love, Grimace on my work laptop, and then we got new work laptops, and they're like, you can't put stickers on them. So I was like, okay, whatever. But then I got, so I put it on my wall. I have like a sticker wall in my classroom now. But yeah, I have, I got Live, Love, Grimace, because just, if you know me, the Grimace lore runs deep in my friend group. Let's see, I got this Salem Saberhagen that says, don't ask me, I was an English major. And then the like little Sims 2 negative relationship button, because I'm like, if that ain't me. And then I got this one that says stand for women and girls. And this one that says support your local bookstore. Because I'm a big fan of local bookstores, even though I distribute my stuff through Amazon, because that's how it has to be. I am going to, when Lost and Found is published, I am going to apply to have it in a couple of Delaware bookstores. I was gonna do that with Saving Summer, but then I'm like, no, like Lost and Found technically is set in Delaware, so it would make more sense for me to do it with that one. I don't know. But anyway, let's figure out where these stickers are going. All right, let's first of all make sure this is facing the right way. This is like the one that I was like, basically I just needed one more to get my price down, and I was like, why don't I just go with this one? Not that I don't think it's important to stand for women and girls, but I'm like, for my laptop aesthetic, it's like the least critical. But yeah, let me show you the finished aesthetic. All right. And here she is. Yeah. that's my laptop. All right, well, okay, I am gonna go back to bed because I've been awake for, because I have work tomorrow, and I'm gonna sign off for today just because I have stuff I have to get done, obviously. So, but yeah, I wanted to do that little unboxing together, and I had fun. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Hi. Oh my gosh, that was not a good lighting change. Okay. I'm back. I haven't picked up the vlog in a while. It's Thursday. So last night I got my copy edits back, and I was so excited because I'm like, cool, when I get home tomorrow I can do a little formatting vlog. Because I like went through the edits last night, and like I was ready to start formatting today, and I was like, cool, I can vlog everything. It's gonna be so sweet. Yeah, today has sucked a lot. Just like one of those days where like just literally one thing after another. And I just don't think I have it in me to do a formatting vlog tonight. I obviously one has gone up at some point probably. I don't even know when I'm putting this vlog up, but like, yeah, obviously you will see me formatting at some point. It's just, I don't think that's something that's on my filming schedule for tonight. I even charged my camera battery just so I could do this when I got home. But it's one of those days. But yeah, I'm alive. That's all I can say at this point. So we'll see you guys when I get a chance. Hi, I wanted to come back on here. What is it focusing? Yeah. I do have to go to bed now, but I did eat some Taco Bell and watch some like Animal Crossing recordings of streams and formatted the first half of my book. And yeah, so I think I'm probably gonna go back and explain some of the things I did for the first half of the book, and then I'll show you like me formatting some stuff in the second half, but I don't know how much I can show because of spoilers. So yeah, but I did want to let y'all know that like I am in a better mood than I was in that last clip, because that was, I mean, today was a lot. Still don't know where my keys are. Fun fact. I had to leave work, not early technically, but like I am a club advisor and we were supposed to do something today that was supposed to go until like 7. I had to leave at like 4 to get back to my apartment, to get an extra key from the leasing office before it closed. Because I randomly, wait, why does it keep doing this? Okay, cool, we're just talking like this now. Okay, I lost my keys somewhere at work today. Like the principal and I looked over the security camera footage of like, she followed me on the security camera, like from the parking lot to my classroom and back to try to figure out where I dropped them. We think I may have flushed them. It may have come to that, honestly. Fortunately, I was able to get home because, okay, is it just because I'm standing here? Like, is it something about the lighting right here? I was able to get home because one of my friends from work was, she let me park my car at her house while I was home for the holidays. And I gave her my spare car key just in case like she needed to move it for any reason. And she gave me the key back at work, and I still had it in my bag from Monday. So I was at least able to get home. But yeah, that's just like a little snippet of what happened today. That was like the cherry on top of my day. And then I was just like, with the way today is going, I know I just spent an insane amount of money on groceries on Sunday, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna burn my apartment down if I try to cook anything tonight. So I went to Taco Bell and got some much needed comfort food, and they didn't have Comfort Dr. Pepper, unfortunately, but they had Pepsi, which is not really close enough, but it was carbonated and it was brown, and brown carbonated soda is sometimes okay if it's not Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I still would like to know where my keys are, if it's the sewer or if somebody got them out of the bathroom between me realizing I didn't have them and my friend who was still upstairs looking for them for me. So like, if you happen to have my keys, yeah, I'm like, I got a spare house key. I have a spare mailbox key. and I have the spare car key. So like really, I just lost like a little souvenir keychain from when I went to Georgia a few years ago, and my pocket knife, which I hope whoever finds it doesn't narc on me for having a pocket knife. I don't know if we're allowed to have one, but I know at my first job I like casually mentioned because somebody was trying to do something and I was like, oh, I have a pocket knife. And they look at me and they're like, so I don't know. But I will see y'all probably not tomorrow. I don't know. But I'll see y'all eventually. Bye. Just put a ring on it. Just put a ring on it. Yeah. The best friends forever. Best friends forever. Ring.
Happy birthday from the Chili's crew. We wish it was our birthday so we can party too. Hey!
Happy birthday. Gospel choir almost came out.
Yay!
Do you like your cake?
I do. It's very.
Show them the card.
30-year-old you. Oh God.
Oh, this. Okay.
30-year-old. Oh, that's great. What?
You also did.
We did not correspond.
I did not coordinate that.
I know I'm gonna come back on me eventually. Triple the happy, triple the fun, triple the excitement, triple the decades that's just begun. Happy 30th birthday. You got me. My mailbox key! Oh, my actual keys!
Oh, that's so funny.
You got me an apartment with a mailbox! Hi. It's my birthday. I'm 30. Okay. Yeah, it's today. I'm wearing the Yuri sweater again. This is my go-to, like, I'm not going anywhere sweater, and I did all my birthday stuff last night, so like I really like didn't need to dress up today just to sit around. Well, that's not true. I didn't just sit around. I've been in my car most of my day, honestly, but like that's not my lore to get into why I was in the car, so I'm gonna skip all that for now. I went out with my friends last night to celebrate because it was like we have work tomorrow, so we wanted to go out Saturday night into Sunday. I did get some clips. I'm not sure how many of them are gonna end up in the vlog, just because like a lot of them I recorded just for us to have for our group, and like multiple of my friends have asked to not be posted on my public social media, and I'm like, I am more than okay with that, because like I get it, like being a teacher myself, like because most of my friends are teachers, I'm just like, I get not wanting an extra digital footprint, especially like just like I don't know, like hello, like things get pretty crazy at my birthday party, okay? Like I don't know how much of that I even want on the internet, but yeah, there's a reason that all the videos I posted in 2014 have been private. Oh, someone's texting me. No, my phone's been blowing up all day today. I don't know why. Yeah, my main character syndrome is thriving. It's great. It's my favorite day of the year for having main character syndrome. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of feelings about turning 30. It's just weird because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be 30. Like you know, my picture in my head when I was younger of like what a 30-year-old should be, it was not silly. It was not, you know, it was somebody who like really had their life together and knew what they were doing. And we're still waiting on that. So, fun fact, actually, I was born, I don't know if I said this in another clip, but I was born at 9:24 p.m. on the West Coast. And I know this because my parents would never let me forget that I decided to be born at 9:24 p.m. on a Thursday night. And so they missed an episode of Friends and didn't see the rerun for years because I had to be born on a Thursday at 9:24 p.m. in 1996. But fun fact, I actually looked up Friends season 2. There was no new episode on January 11th, 1996. None at all. The next episode that aired was actually the week after my birthday, and it was the lesbian wedding. So, you know, you're welcome for that. I think that's very iconic that I came into the world at the same time as the lesbian wedding from Friends. But yeah, but yeah, that was Pacific time, and now I live on the East Coast, so I'm like 9:24 p.m. in California would have been 12:30 or 12:24 a.m. on January 12th in Delaware. So, you know, technically tomorrow is kind of also my birthday. So, I will keep the celebration going. I'm planning to wear, like, I was gonna wear my tiara to work, but it doesn't fit my head. Yeah, I wore 30th Flirty and Thriving last night, and I did not wear my tiara because it didn't fit. But I still had the sash. And it was like 2 other people's birthday at Chili's. It was weird. I feel like every time I go to Chili's on my birthday or to celebrate my birthday, it's like 5 other people's birthdays while I'm there. So I guess like people were busy in April. 1990, well, it doesn't matter what year, but yeah, people were busy. People get busy in April historically, I guess. Yeah, I was actually conceived in May. This is way too much information. I don't even like that I know this. But yeah, fun facts. Okay. Hi. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Hi. It's a different day than I last filmed. You probably can't freaking tell. It is the day before, well, I guess the evening before Snowmageddon 2026, allegedly. So, I turned the heat up in my apartment. It's 65 now instead of 60. Live a little large today. Good morning. It's snowing. Trying not to dox my neighbor's car. It's snowing. It's definitely Snowmageddon. I don't know if you can see the snow falling from this window. I can, but I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I'm still in my bed. I really want to go out and like, whenever it snows, just like for a little bit, I like to just stand and let it fall on me for a little bit. Just, I don't know, there's like a weird thing I like to do. But I want to shower and wash my hair before I get dressed. And I don't think I want to go out there with hair still wet. And y'all know I don't dry my hair. So I'm just kind of watching it from my window right now. But yeah, it's snowing. It's supposed to keep snowing for a long time, so I'm sure like after I've had a chance to wash my hair, let it dry, I can still go out there and let snow fall on me for a little bit. I don't know. I don't feel like getting up right now, so I'm just watching it from my window. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna go outside. My hair is still wet. I just combed through it. I didn't put my tripod on this thing. And I have like a leave-in treatment in it, and I vividly remember like back in like 2022 when I used to like be able to have time to do morning showers before work. Now I do night showers on work nights. But I used to have time to do morning showers before work. And when I would put this leave-in treatment in my hair and I would walk outside and it was cold or cold enough, it would like, my hair would just get like straw texture until it thawed. So I'm wondering if that's gonna happen. That's probably gonna happen again. It's really not in my best interest to go outside with wet hair right now. It's really not, but I don't care. I just want to see the snow a little bit, and then I'm gonna go right back inside and probably make myself like mac and cheese or something. I don't know. It's even on my porch. Shoot, I didn't realize that. Like, it's my little back porch area. I'm trying not to show too much of like my building just because, listen, like, okay. Let me put it back on me. Can we focus? Is that too much to ask? All right, well, my camera's not gonna focus, but basically I'm like, I am very aware that I am not nearly popular enough to have people out there like meticulously analyzing the details of my back of my building to try to figure out where I live. And if I ever do get that popular, it's going to be like long after I don't live here anymore. But I'm just like, I've never been relaxed ever in my life. So yeah, I'm gonna briefly take y'all outside and not show too much. I'm gonna briefly take y'all outside, but like, don't get used to that. All right, here we are, Snowmageddon. This camera is not waterproof at all. I'm just gonna do a quick like, oh, that is ice. Okay, we're gonna be very careful here. But yeah, here's me going into the snow very carefully. And now there's snow falling on me, and that's all I wanted, was to feel snow fall on me for a little bit. Okay, cool. We're done. We're going back inside. All right, Snowmageddon update. We are officially off work tomorrow. And I've just been sitting here proofreading, and I filmed an update video that I'm gonna have to edit and upload later today. But I bought myself all this delicious warm food that I could make, and the thing that is calling to me is this entire wedge of cheese from Trader Joe's. It's the Comte Gouda. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it was on their free samples a couple weeks ago, and it was so good. And I was at a Trader Joe's yesterday on my way back from visiting my friend, and I just got 2 wedges of it, and I ate one yesterday, and I'm just gonna probably eat this whole other one today because it's so good. Yeah, I am not the pinnacle of health. I will eat an entire wedge of cheese because it's delicious. I'll try not to eat the whole wedge, okay? Like, I'm gonna make ravioli later probably, or tamales or something. I don't know. But yeah, I have to go cut this open actually. You guys want to know something totally unhinged? Is that months ago, I found a notebook containing a story I wrote for Neopets in sophomore year of high school, so 2011. I vividly remember when I wrote this. If anything ever comes of it, I will talk more about it. But basically, I found it and I was like, this was like probably the best Neopet story I ever wrote, and I never submitted it to the Neopian Times, and I've never submitted anything from like this account that I use nowadays. It's not like a new account, it's just I've had it, I had like a pen name that I submitted stuff under. So it wasn't like my main account. But anyway, I was like, you know what, I'm going to submit that on this account. I originally tried to submit it for the like 1000th edition or something, and it didn't get in. So then I tried again, but I swear that was like 6 months ago. Like, I genuinely think I might have still been with my ex when I submitted it. I don't remember. But it took months for them to get back to me. And yeah, it could have been more than 6 months, but it took so long for them to get back to me just to say like, hey, we don't want it. So I think I'm going to try to submit it again, and I will let you know what happens. I don't know how often they publish the Neopian Times anymore, because this is like an 8-part series, and so I don't know like what the deal is going to be with, like, this is going to take like more than a year for y'all to read the whole thing. I don't know. Like, I miss the way the Neopian Times was back in the day. But yeah, this isn't from today. I was just thinking about it because I was clearing out my Neopets inbox of some other stuff. And I thought I'd talk about it on here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and submit that again. All right, so here we go. We are hitting submit again. And there we go. All right. Okay, I'm just wearing socks, so like I can't fully go outside, but it definitely sounds like it's raining. Also, that looks like straight ice. I don't want to step on that. Good morning. Happy Snowmageddon day 2. This is not even better lighting. Okay, well, this is my day off from work. I don't know if we'll get tomorrow off. If we do, it's like they do it where like the first snow day is like a legit snow day, except teachers have to do PD, which is fine because like a day without the kids is still a day off to me. But I have to like go like watch a couple hours of PD videos. It's not that big a deal. But I don't know, because I live in a different city than I teach in, so I don't know what it's looking like in that area. Okay, this is my blinds. I heard some neighbors trying to start their cars this morning, so like I guess people are like trying to get out. But like, it's still, despite the fact that it was raining, it still looks pretty snowy. I don't know, my porch is kind of melted off. Like, I usually doesn't get on the porch is the thing, because the porch is covered. But that was fun. Okay, yeah, so it still looks pretty snowy. I genuinely thought about ordering pizza, not gonna lie, but I have so much food that I bought in preparation for this. I'm like, I do not need to order food. That being said, if the Indian buffet is open, I have no sense of self-preservation when the other option is an Indian buffet. So like, no, I won't. I will eat the food that I have at home. I just like, you really have a dream about food that you ate like recently, and it just sounds so much better than all the food that you bought and have at your house. And I'm a very intuitive eater just because it's like an autism thing, I'm pretty sure. And it's like, sometimes it's like if I get a thought in my head of like a certain thing I want to eat, it's like all of a sudden nothing else sounds edible to me. It's not that bad right now. Okay, good. We're doing the weird unfocused thing. Cool. Love this for me. Yeah, it's not nearly that bad right now, but I'm thinking about the Indian buffet, and I am most likely going to the Indian buffet tomorrow, whether or not I am snowed in. But I'm thinking about butter chicken right now. And butter chicken is one of those things that like you can try to make it at home as many times as you want, but it will never be as good as when an actual Indian person makes it, you know? So that's where I'm at with that. I'm gonna stop talking about butter chicken and eat some of the food that I have at home. Y'all, I can't with this game. Puddles has been like my #1 since the 6th grade. Next to Stitches. Like, it's Puddles and Stitches tied. Stitches I found on a Nook Miles Island 2 tickets into my search to fill my very last slot in 2021. Okay? Puddles I have been searching for and searching for and searching for the last 5 years. And Homegirl shows up today as a tourist when I have a plot open. I don't know what to do. I think it's very rude that we can't ask tourists to move in. This is my girl right here. Like, I just made her the best VIP room I've ever made anybody ever. Like, I actually put effort into it. I'm not going to show you because it still looks chopped. Why not? Oh my gosh, I need to stop teaching high school. But it's, you know, I put like a little bit of everything in there for her. Like, I put a karaoke machine, I put a bathroom, a kitchen, like a little study area. Like, this is my girl. I'm taking care of her. And I want her to move to my island, and I'm so mad that Nintendo freaking gave me her as a tourist. It's just not fair. Okay, it's like 11, a little after 11 p.m. I have less than 100 pages left to proofread. And I think I'm just gonna knock it all out tonight, because we got work off tomorrow. That is happening, so I'll be able to sleep in a little bit. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna knock this out tonight. And just because I'm ready to be done with it, and I'm ready to just get my cover art and get a real proof copy that I can show to people, and actually announce a release date. So that's where I'm at with that, and like send it off for copyright and all the other stuff. Blah. Okay, let's do a snow update actually, as long as I got my camera out. I do want to go out and play in the snow a little bit, not gonna lie. Just like maybe like walk to get my mail or something. I might do that. You know what? I am gonna do that. I like the snow. Okay, update on the snow. I did not end up getting to my mailbox because what looks like a nice fluffy white layer of snow is actually just like blocks of ice. And I could not, I have a little bit too much self-preservation to get all the way to my mailbox. I did get to my car enough to realize that like they better go off school on Wednesday, because there is like a level of ice block right behind my car that I'm like, if I try to drive over that, I'm gonna like, my car is gonna slip and go right into the car behind it, like across the lot from it, whatever. Because it's just, I couldn't get to my mailbox. Like, I couldn't make the trek across the patch of grass that goes to the other parking lot where the mailboxes are. I'm just like, yeah, so I'll probably not be going to the Indian buffet tomorrow. I really was looking forward to it. I was like, yes, we got school off, but like the snow's like not even that bad here. So I'm gonna go to the Indian buffet and get my butter chicken, and then I tried to get my mail, and that will not be happening. Honestly, during daylight hours, what I might do, because I am on my last non-water beverage in my house, and something about me is that sometimes water just doesn't make me feel like I've been drinking something. Like, I need like a hint of flavor or some kind of texture, like carbonation, for my throat to register that I have drank something, if that makes any sense. I know I don't have to make sense. I have autism, so my body just does stuff, but whatever. But I'm like, I am on my very last vitamin water, and I may walk to the Wawa. Like, I'll put on like more like a coat and like maybe double layer jeans and leggings, and gloves and a hat and all the stuff that will like keep me nice and warm on my walk. Because like, I've taken a walk in the snow before. Like a couple years ago we had a snow day and I just like walked around my neighborhood listening to Evermore, because somebody said like listen to Evermore in the snow, and it was like like in like 2021 or 2022, somebody said like listen to Evermore while you take a walk in the snow, and I had never gotten a chance to do it, but we had that day off and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And my legs did not feel warm for like 2 days after that. But I went further than the Wawa, so like if I were just going to the Wawa, I feel like I'd be fine. Just get a Dr. Pepper, come back. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be a little bit, what's the temperature gonna be tomorrow? It's 15 degrees right now. Feels like 0. Love that. Okay, it's gonna be 9 degrees tomorrow. So perhaps not. Perhaps I'll be drinking Brita filtered water at home. I was really counting on being able to leave my house tomorrow, not gonna lie. So we'll see. I did notice a lot of cars missing from the parking lot today, but I thought we were still like under a driving restriction as a county. So I'm not sure, but like a lot of cars are missing from the parking lot that weren't there this morning. So I don't know if they just moved somewhere else or what, but I don't think I'm gonna be brave enough to drive tomorrow. I just don't see that happening. And if we're still in like a driving restriction, I'm not about to order DoorDash and like make somebody else do that. I don't even know if anything's gonna be open. I mean, Waffle House, but like that's a little bit too far for me to walk. Cause you know, this isn't a new car, but it's a new to me car. And if this one gets totaled, then I really am gonna be screwed. Cause like it is a massive stroke of luck that I was able to find this car for as close to what State Farm gave me for the Civic as possible. Still borrowing money from my dad that I have to pay back when I get my deductible back. Whenever State Farm decides to do that, I have a whole State Farm rant when I get my deductible back and I'm no longer, when I have a new insurance provider, I have a whole rant about State Farm and how they handled what happened to my Civic. Or rather didn't handle what happened to my Civic. But yeah, long story short, this is a State Farm hate account. So that was, I don't even think I've talked about that on this, on my channel, because I don't do like personal life updates really. And this happened like back in November. But yeah, I got hit by a distracted driver, airbag went off, and State Farm was like, yeah, it's totaled because the airbag went off. That's as much as I'm willing to delve into it until I get my deductible back and switch insurance providers. And we will, we will talk about that when we get there. But yeah, long story short, I cannot afford to total this car. Couldn't really afford to total the Civic either, or have it be totaled, because I was not the one in the wrong in that situation. But I really can't afford to like have anything like that happen to this car. So if I don't have to go to work tomorrow, if I don't have to go to work on Wednesday, I'm probably just gonna suck it up and drink water and not have a fun beverage. Or maybe I'll walk to Wawa, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really thirsty talking about Dr. Pepper right now. I mean, that's really good, but it's not Dr. Pepper. I see there are things that I love about how my autism makes me who I am, and then there are times where I'm like, can I just not have sensory issues about the food that I have at home because I don't want to go drive my car in Snowmageddon. Like mostly though, it's social interactions that I get frustrated about. I'm like, I love my autism, it makes me who I am, but also I hate not knowing what to do in social situations. I'm just like, just please God, just let me be normal for once in my life. But I feel like that's the thing I'll delve into when I talk about the autistic representation I put into Lost and Found, because that is one of the things that I like do go into, with like wishing you were normal, but also knowing that like this makes you who you are, and like if you were normal, like you wouldn't be who you are. So like appreciating it but also resenting it at the same time, like that kind of thing. I don't know. I do need to get back into proofreading though, because I said I was gonna knock that out tonight, and then I got distracted by wanting to play in the snow that was actually just ice. Well, here's your daily Snowmageddon update. It is Tuesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. I've lost track of what day of Snowmageddon we're on. I think it's like day 3. And my Space Needle sweatshirt is gonna become my new UD alumni sweatshirt, I guess. But that's okay. This is very comfy. It's like, it hasn't been washed that many times yet, so it's still like soft on the inside. You know, like when you wash a sweatshirt too many times and it stops being soft on the inside? Well, I will always buy new sweatshirts because I love that feeling. Anyway, so we didn't have work today. We got tomorrow called off, thankfully, but this morning, so I don't live in the same town that I teach in. I have a coworker friend who lives closer, and she was saying like, I don't think we're gonna get tomorrow, I don't think we're gonna get like a delay or anything. So I'm like, okay, let me go outside and just dig my car out of the ice and deal with that today. And I think I talked about this last night. I went out to try to get my mail and found out like all the stuff that looked like fluffy white snow was actually solid ice. And fun thing about me, I didn't own a snow shovel. I have one now, but because I've never needed one. Like I've never been like this iced in before. Like I've usually, it's been like fluffy snow I've been able to just drive out of and deal with. But my car was frozen shut at first. Like it was weird, it was only on the driver's side. So I was able to get into the passenger side and get my ice scraper out. No problems there. Then was able to chip away enough at the ice to get into the driver's seat, run the defroster. My snow cover was like frozen to the window. And my mirror cover was also like frozen to the mirror. So that was fun. I had to dig those out. Just like ran the defroster, kind of also melted the snow behind the ice behind my car a little bit. By running it, and was able to dig out a little bit, but this is before I had the shovel. Okay, so like I am just fighting for my life with an ice scraper here, and there's not really anywhere I could stand with enough traction to like really dig deep into anything, and so I'm just like hoping for the best. Finally get my car, like get like the windows and mirrors done, like windshield wipers are going, we're cool there. And then, but my feet are like frozen. I'm wearing snow boots and my feet are still frozen. So I go back inside, and then I DoorDashed myself a snow shovel, and that was $50. So that's just, I have that now. So watch this never happen again before I move somewhere that this doesn't happen, or I have a garage or something, I don't know. But that's what I'm manifesting, is that my book sells enough copies that I can afford a house with a garage and I don't need to shovel snow off of my car in the mornings anymore. That'd be fantastic. Like obviously I'd still need to like shovel the driveway, whatever, but I don't care. I'm tired of living in an apartment. I'm 30 years old, I want a house. Like I'm in my brain, it's the 90s, and that's like, I should be a homeowner by now. Like, I don't know. That was just a little rant. Like, I'm very aware that I'm not supposed to be a homeowner at 30 in this economy. But, yeah, so anyway, so I DoorDashed myself a shovel, and then as long as I was ordering DoorDash, because I'm like, I saw enough of my neighbors leave that I didn't feel like an asshole for ordering DoorDash. So I DoorDashed myself a shovel, which originally was a joke, but then I like looked up snow shovels on DoorDash and you could actually do it, so I did. And then I ordered not the Indian buffet, but another Indian restaurant that I've been wanting to try. And because basically I'm like, I want to order from like small businesses, like I want to order from like independently owned restaurants if I'm gonna do that, because like they're the ones who like don't have the corporation money backing them on days where they have to close because of the snow, whatever. So like I wasn't gonna get like McDonald's or something, but I ordered some Indian food, and I'm like I want to shout them out because they're really good, but also like I don't want to, because Delaware is very small, so I don't want to be like, hey, this is where I live. But anyway, but yeah, it was really good. I got my butter chicken fix and Dr. Pepper, and you know, living my best life over here. And then later I went back out and tried to shovel some more, or tried to use the shovel. I was able to free the 2 tires on the side that wasn't icy, like the right side. And on the left side I was able to get my back tire mostly out, but then the driver's side tire, like the front tire, is just still really stuck in there. And I couldn't clear, like there was nowhere for me to stand that had enough traction for me to like clear the ice that was behind the car. So we're gonna go out that again tomorrow. Eventually I gave up. I walked to Wawa to buy a Dr. Pepper because the Indian restaurant that I ordered from only had Coke, and you know, Coke is fine, but I was like, you know what, it's light outside still. I'm gonna walk to Wawa on this icy road. And I was able to kind of assess, like, okay, like the neighborhood roads are still extremely icy, but like the regular roads are clear. So if I get my car free, if I could just get out onto the regular road, like it might take me like 10 minutes instead of 2 to get out onto the main road. But that's still doable. I just like budget my time a little better, but I would have to, you know, free my car first. But yeah, I walked to Wawa and back, got my Dr. Pepper, got some provisions for the next few days, because I was really counting on being able to use my car tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to dig it out yet. So I don't know. But yeah, I did that, then came home and showered, and that's where we are. And yeah, we did end up getting tomorrow called off. Well, it's like a virtual learning day, so like I just have to post something for my kids to do, which isn't gonna be that much, because it's like it's my theater class. It's like it's not gonna be that hard for me to come up with something. But yeah, I finished proofreading Lost and Found last night, so really I'm just waiting for the cover art, and then I'll be locked and loaded to get real proof copies. Did a little bit of cross stitching today. Yeah, I'm very behind on cross stitches. Like one of my friends from youth group had a baby like almost a year ago, probably. Like it was not very recent. And I said I was gonna make her something for her nursery, and I'm like, this baby is gonna be like walking by the time I get this cross stitch done, because I've just been putting it off so much. But yeah, I like just put on like an audiobook or maybe an episode of Dawson's Creek, or a YouTube video. And just cross stitch with that in the background. I've been watching Dawson's Creek since literally 2022, because I keep forgetting about it, and it's gotten to the point I've watched it on like 3 different streaming services now. Like in 2022 I started watching it on Netflix, and then took it off Netflix. I tried to watch it on Hulu, but they had the wrong theme song, and that bothered me. So then I was watching it on the CW website, and now it's back on Netflix. And I'm only on episode 2 of whichever season they all go to college in. So that's where I'm at with that. And then I started the show in 2022, and it's now 2026. So let's see if I finish Dawson's Creek before the next presidential election, if we have one. I'd love for that to be a joke. So yeah, but yeah, that's my day. That's how it's going over here on the home front here. There's not really much else I can do. I guess I could start formatting the ebook, and I could register the document for copyright. Like I could get those things done. I'm just like trying to think what I can do before I get my cover art. And obviously I can work on the companion novel and the sequel. I'm just like, I've been like so focused on editing that I forgot I can write new stuff too. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm not done with the sequel yet. Like it's a whole thing. But yeah, that's that on that. I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna sign off for now, and yeah. Hey, just signing on. I'm like, I have one of those like things where it's like I want to talk about something, but I'm like, I don't feel comfortable making content out of somebody else's loss. So I'm just gonna bury this in a vlog so that I can still like talk about it, but I'm not gonna share like the details of what happened or like anything like that. But basically, so I'll just get into it. So one of my former coworkers from my first teaching job is passing away. Her husband is posting updates. I'm not really expecting him to give us like a live play-by-play of it happening, but basically like it's gonna be like at any point now, if not already. And like I won't get into the details of like what exactly happened or why or whatever, but like I was thinking, because like it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, those people who like, they're only in your life for such a short time, but they leave such a big impact that you don't realize until like you're thinking about it in this context. I mean, I like thought about it before, like this person, like whenever I would complain about my old job, this person would be like on the forefront of my mind as like somebody, one of the very few people who didn't suck. And so like my friends know, like I believe I've referred to this person as one of the most valid people from that job. And so like it's not like, I don't know, it's not like I haven't thought about her impact on my life before now. And like I am very fortunate that, like, because you know they say like a lot of times you don't tell people how much they mean to you and then it's too late, whatever. When I started my second job, she was the one who inspired me to go write cards to the small handful of people that didn't suck at that job. And like I bought one pack of cards from Dollar Tree, and like after I filled them all out, I realized there were like a couple of people that I'm like, I kind of also would want to shout them out, but like I ran out of cards and I just didn't. But you know, it's most of the people who didn't suck I wrote a card to or sent a Facebook message to, because you know, that job was like just such a dark time in my life. So like anybody who was like just a teeny tiny bit of light to me during that time, I wanted to make sure that I told them what they meant to me, because I would not have survived that job without those people that didn't suck. So like I genuinely, like multiple people told me they were surprised I didn't quit mid-year, and I'm like, I'm surprised, except for the fact that I have no savings. It's my first job out of college. I have like $200 in my savings account. That's not part of the $300 minimum I have to have in there so that I don't get charged for not having money in there. Even 200, I'm like, I don't even think I had 200 at any point during my first job. But this person in particular, like I made sure that I told her, and like I even like messaged her recently, like before all this happened, to let her know like, hey, like you were one of the brightest souls at that place, like you deserve all the good things. And so it's like, it's not one of those cases of like I wish I had said something while there was still time, because I did, but I just, you know, I want to like, it's just, I want to share like what that person meant to me, because like she genuinely, like if anybody deserved to and just I've been reading like all of the kind things that other people whose lives she's touched have been saying about her, and I genuinely believe this is one of those cases that like if love could keep a person alive forever, then like she'd be set, because like just reading about what an amazing person she was. But I have very specific memories of her. Like she was always so sweet. She was always giving us gifts. She gave us like a shirt to wear on the last day of school, and I still wear it every last day of school, because it reminds me of her and like that bright spot in a dark place. But the memory that sticks out the most is like I had a really bad meeting with my union rep, and I'm not going to get into the details of what all happened there, because there were so many things at play with all that. But I was just in my room crying, and it was before school started, and I remember she came in, and I think she had like a gift that she was giving all of us. It might have been for Teacher Appreciation Week. It might have been the last day of school shirt. I don't remember. I just know she had like something she like either needed my size for or had a gift to give me. And she saw that I was crying, and she gave me a hug and asked me what was wrong, and I told her like not all the details, but I'm just like, I think I'm gonna get fired. Like I tried to do this thing this way, and I'm just making everything worse. And then she just reassured me that like the same thing happened to her first year of teaching, and that like she almost did get fired, but she was still there, and like she told me I was gonna be okay. And it was just one of those things that just like, you know, like she was one of those people that just deserves all the good things in the whole world. And it's just very sad that you know, that she is no longer with us. And I'm wearing like these little slipper socks that she gave me for Christmas. Well, she gave everybody in the department these socks for Christmas, but I'm wearing them right now because my feet are cold. And I wear these all the time and think of her because she was just such an amazing person. And it's like, sometimes it's those little losses that really hit you, like the people who like weren't like super, super big parts of your life, but like they were just there at such a crucial moment for the brief time that they were there, that like it does really hit. Like the other time I could think of this happening was when I was 17, about to turn 18. This family from my church, I don't want to give too many details because again, I'm not trying to make content out of somebody else's tragedy, but there was a situation where like a small handful of family members from this one family in my church congregation was just something happened to them. Okay, there was like 5 of them and they passed away, and one of them, I'd only met one of them, the patriarch of the family, and he would like teach us scripture masteries, they were called, and I remember he wanted to make a parody music video to Call Me Maybe, because this was my senior year of high school that we met. It was 2012, 2013, and Carly Rae Jepsen was topping the charts. 4th most popular song in Australia. 4th most popular song in Australia that summer, by the way. I know because of a project I had to do for my Australia trip. But anyway, he wanted to do a parody of Call Me Maybe called The Gospel Changed Me, and it was so cheesy, but he invited a bunch of us to his house to record the audio, and then he would come into our little church classes every so often to like get clips of us doing stuff for it. I wasn't in any of the clips, but I was in the group audio recording, so it was just me and like one other group of kids from the same family that showed up. And so we, you know, and I was like, I'm not singing solo, like y'all have been in choirs for years and years and years, you guys can take the solos, I will join in on the group. And so like, and then like the day that he was filming my class for the actual videos, I was like in a little depression hole, so I just was not in it. But I just have such great memories of him, and like that day that we were at his house, he was just so kind and receptive to us, and he bought us pizza, and it was like I was having like kind of a rough time that particular weekend, and just he was such a big like light in all of that. And I remember there's this stupid little thing, but it's like one of those little things that like you don't realize how much of a difference those little things can make. But I went to youth group camp. I went to girls camp with my youth group, and we had like themed shirts we were supposed to wear for every day of the week. And there were like, I noticed like on the 3rd day, like some people just were not wearing their themed shirts, and I thought my themed shirts did not fit me well, looked bad on me. So I was like, you know what, today I'm gonna wear a shirt that I feel good in, and I'm not gonna wear my themed shirt. But then I ended up in a picture with a bunch of, not all of the other girls in my group, but like a handful of them. And I was the only one not wearing the theme shirt. And I was just like, oh crap, like I look like I don't know how to have fun. Like it was just one of those little things, like I was only 17. It just made me feel like really insecure. And then I remember he commented on the picture, and it was just this thing. He was like, well, which one is not like the others? At first glance, it looks like it's Liv, but hear me out. And he like explained how like all of us were doing something different. And it just made my day and made me feel so much better. And it's just one of those things. And with him, I never actually did tell him how much that meant to me. Like I remember, cause that was the summer, and then it was like in November, December that the whole thing happened. And I remember when we were waiting to figure out if him and his family were like okay or not, I remember thinking like, if he is okay, then I'm going to reach out to him on Facebook and let him know that this meant a lot to me, that this stupid little comment he left on this picture meant the world to me. But then like as time went on and like we weren't getting the updates that we wanted, I was just like, yeah, really should have said something sooner. And so that's like one of those things that's like, I try to say things sooner, and I'm not very good at expressing my feelings. It comes with the autism, but I am just, my friends will get like, occasionally I'll feel very wholesome, and I'll just send my friends like a paragraph about how much I love them, and depending on the friend, like, because my dynamic with most of my friends is we rage bait each other as a love language. So like if I send one of my friends like a paragraph, like some of my friends, if I send them a big long paragraph that's like, hey, you mean a lot to me and I love you, and like I just wanted to say that, all this stuff, they're like, Liv, don't kill yourself, I'm very busy. And Like, obviously they're not like, and that's just like part of the rage baiting each other, but I'm just like, no, like, I was just in a wholesome mood, stop. And so I'm just like, I'm very bad at communicating my feelings in a normal way. Like, it's either a whole paragraph that makes them think like, oh, Liv's gonna do something, that's why she's telling me she loves me, or I just, you know, rage bait them as a love language. And I'm just trying to get better at that kind of thing, because, you know, you never know when the last time you're gonna get a chance to talk to someone is, and when you're gonna get to tell them what they mean to you. And so I am very fortunate that I was able to reach out to my former coworker before this happened and just let her know that she did mean a lot to me, and that she was a bright spot in a very dark time. And apparently she was that for a lot of people, not just me. And I just, she's such a great person. Like, so wholesome. It's just, life is just not fair, man. Just tell the people that mean something to you that they mean something to you. Like, be weird about it. Send them a message that makes them think, oh no, they're gonna do something to themselves because they're never this wholesome. Like, just do it, man. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe don't take advice from the autistic person telling you to be weird. But yeah, anyway, that's just my rant.